Okay. My name is Asia, and my first YouTube video is going to be about being a virgin in college. Okay, so a lot of people don't know, but I'm a virgin and I'm 19 years old, and I'm about to be a sophomore in college, and that's really hard to, you know, come by, you feel me? We're really far and few in between, you feel me? So it's like a lot of people, like, they don't just assume that, so like you gotta like let them know when you get into certain situations. It's like, chill, you feel me? I'm not doing all that, you feel me? I'm just, you know, trying to get to know you or whatever. So one of the biggest things about being a virgin and being in college is temptation, because I am guilty of that. You get tempted a lot to, like, you be like, I just might as well just, you feel me? No, you can't just might as well. You have to really think about it, because a lot of people don't realize, but to me, I already know my worth, and I feel like my virginity is something deeper than just feeling in that time, because I don't want to regret anything, and I don't want to feel like, dang, I could have waited. Like, it wasn't even that deep, you feel me? It wasn't even that, you feel me, big of a deal for me to just wait a little bit longer. And it just, temptation is just, it's there, especially in college. In high school, you feel me, being a virgin, being in high school is like, you ain't say nothing but a word. It's not even, I mean, it wasn't hard. I wasn't tempted. And like, my parents, they were kind of like strict. So like, especially my dad, he didn't like me talking to boys. Not an option. Currently still not an option in his world, you feel me? But like, my mom, she was like, you need to focus, that's not on your agenda, you shouldn't be worried about boys or whatever. And yeah, so it wasn't that hard in high school. But in college, it's like nobody is like, everybody doing it. So like, boys assume, your friends assume, well, not your friends, but like associates assume like you're just, you feel me, doing what they do and being on your dirt. In reality, not doing any of that, you feel me? Nothing too major. The second thing is boys having different agendas. So I've noticed every time I'm talking to a boy, you feel me, we getting to know each other, we're getting on like a level of bonding or whatever. Once I put out that information, they figure out, oh, she's a virgin, they automatically have a different agenda. Now the first thing on the agenda is trying to be my first and stuff like that. And you can notice, because it seems like it's always an alter in our conversation. Things end up always going to like a more, like, you feel me, a more sexual type of conversation. It's like, I don't want to talk about all that, you feel me? Like, that's not on my mental right now, you feel me? But talking to boys, you do, like, once you give them that information, you do see that big change. Whereas to me in high school, when I was like, if it would ever get to that situation, once I told them, they'd be like, okay, and then they'd be like, are you gonna wait till marriage? Give them that information. After that, that conversation is over. But in high school, it's like, once they figure out, I mean, in college, once they figure that out, they like, oh, okay, we working with something new, you feel me? Fresh new freaking gift, fresh new box, you feel me? And it's like, no, baby, I'm not like that. I have things I need to get done. That's not on my top of my priority list. It's just like, it's just there. Another thing is, once boys find out, it's like the depiction of you changes. Like, once a boy find out that I'm a virgin, they be like, oh, you're a little nice little girl, you don't do anything you do anything mommy and daddy tells you to do. You don't party, you don't do anything like that. You're a homebody, like, you really don't do anything. Like, I'm an angel or whatever. Not saying that I'm a bad person or anything like that, but it's like, once they figure that out, they want to put on like this whole persona as me just being this like 100% good girl and I don't do anything. Whereas I go to parties, I dance at parties, and I like have a good time. Like, I don't have to, like, just because I don't do that doesn't mean that all of a sudden I'm just this angel and I don't do anything. Another thing with your virginity is having friends who aren't virgins, because it's like they look at sex in a whole different way than you. So it's like you have to make sure you know your own beliefs and make sure that you always know what you want to do and not be altered by their conversation, because they might be like, girl, it's great, you feel me, it's magical, and you're thinking like, no, I want to wait till marriage, or marriage is not a big of a deal in like your situation or whatever. Because I just feel like sex is supposed to be something that is supposed to be a spiritual thing with like you and your like partner. You're supposed to really care for them. Like, it's not just supposed to be you and just some jump off, you feel me, you just met at some party or something. But it's supposed to be somebody that you feel me, like you care about them, they care about you, and like I talked about it and discussed it, and you agree that like that's what you want to do. Shouldn't be nothing out, to me, in my opinion, shouldn't be anything off a whim or whatever. But you also always have to remember your beliefs and make sure that you're not getting anything altered by stories that people are telling you, or people telling you how good it feels or anything like that. Just remembering like, I got this, I ain't got no control over that over there, but you feel me, I got this covered, you feel me, I'm good. Another thing is, so this goes along with what I just said, is not being pressed or feeling forced to do it just because everybody else is. Like as I mentioned, we're far and few in between, so 9 times out of 10 people you're around, they already doing that, they did that, they telling you, oh yeah, I'm about to go catch this next body, you feel me. Like, you gotta remember, hey, I'm gonna do it when I'm ready. You don't need to tell me about all that. I mean, they can tell you that if they trust you, because some friends need to be like, they tell you stuff like that just because they trust you and they want you to tell them your honest opinion, which sometimes I feel like I can't comment on that because I can't relate 100%, or I can't relate at all to those types of situations. So it's like, I can't tell you what's right and what you should do because it's not me, and I ain't never been put in that situation. But it's just like, don't feel like, and don't let a boy like make that seem like that's that determining factor if y'all will be together or if y'all gonna be anything else. Like, don't make him make you feel like if you don't do this it's gonna be nothing, because if he really cared about you, he wouldn't even have tripped. Like, that's not even gonna be something on his mental, because he gonna be stimulated by your intelligence and your beauty and like how you come off towards him. That is terrible, but you feel me. I just feel like being a virgin in college is really, to me, it's not hard. It's just like you just see everybody's true colors, especially after like long situations, and like you can see like with certain boys I done seen their agenda change. So like they're like, oh, I'm about to try, you feel me, get in where I fit in, try to be the first, when in reality you're not going to do that. So over time, as I'm like, no, and they're like, it just becomes to fade, and then like that situation or relationship fades away and it becomes nothing, because that was their whole agenda. That's what they wanted to do. They didn't get it, so they're like, I'm bored with her, I'm not about to keep doing that. But in reality, it's like, thank you for helping me get rid of the fakes, because I don't have time for that. I'm not about to be 100% invested into somebody when you only got one thing on your agenda with me, and that's trying to get in my pants. Like, no, that's really corny to me. But you just gotta know how to track those people and be like, okay, you need to get out of my life. I understand God put you in my life for a reason, to teach me a lesson, whatever, but you have to go. Like, it's not gonna be a thing. And my final thing is know how to get yourself out of situations when boys are really trying to, like, you feel me, push up on you, you feel me? Because I've been in situations when boys are just like really trying to go at it. It's just like, no, bro, I'm about to hop up out of here. Like, we're not doing anything. It's just like, you just gotta know how to be like, no. You better go find somebody else to do it, because it's not gonna be me, and you need to figure that out. But you really do have to know how to get yourself out of those situations, easily, and know how to do it in a safe way, because some boys, they don't take no. And that's another thing about being in college, is knowing how to say no and knowing how to be forceful with it, because some boys don't hear no and they just feel like, I'm going to take it anyway. And that's another topic for like another conversation. And you just have to know how to get yourself out of there in a forceful way, in a safe way, because, you know, some boys just don't care. It's a sad thing, but it's like those things do happen, and you gotta know what to do in those types of situations. But I feel like being a virgin in college is a big accomplishment, because it's like I does this. No, but it's not like it's something wrong with not being one in college, because there's all types of different situations and scenarios. It's like my book was just written different from some people's, from everybody's, so it's like I'm proud of it. But if you're not, it's not a bad thing either. So thank you for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment and share or whatever. But I'm going to post about once a week, because I do work and I am in school. So it's going to be something that, you know, I do, and we can try to expand together and, yeah, build a relationship and a family, hopefully sometime or someday. But yeah.